Hello again, everybody. Take two. Try again, shall we? If you can let us know if you can hear us straight away, that would be ideal.
Please.
Nearly news time, of course. It's me. It's Chris. It's Roberto Firmino returning to training with the Liverpool squad in Marbella. 11 days to go until the Champions League final. This is really big news, Chris, and it's very good news at the same time.
It is. I mean, anyone who joined us before won't know what I said, but
Yeah.
I basically said that this is the best news that Liverpool could possibly ask for right now. I mean,
yeah.
you know, Roberto Firmino, Klopp has always said that players need to be back in training for a week before he'll consider them. I'm sure that might be a little bit different with how important Roberto Firmino for us, but the fact that it's 11 days prior to it and now he's back in training, this is a guy that, all right, we've had good results while he's been off, but for me, he makes this team tick. He really does, Ben. And you know, you look at it's the stuff that you don't see when you're watching the game on the telly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I think sometimes you can come across as a bit of a snob when you say that, but you don't have to watch what the director's telling you to watch.
Yeah.
So you can just watch his movement. You can analyse it better. You can see what he does, and you can see how everyone's dovetailing him around him, and it's like some kind of mad little dance that they're doing, and everything's so intricate, and it's all bounced off each other. So having the guy that's best for that at the point of our attack is better for Liverpool Football Club.
I think also this will be this is a good psychological thing, obviously on the Tottenham side of it as well. So they'll see that news today, and their hearts will sink a little bit. It's like we're kind of waiting on fitness news with Harry Kane in that sense. I'm sure they're focusing on themselves, but there'll be no doubt that when they read that news today, they'll be a little bit disappointed in the Tottenham camp.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, Tottenham, you know, we beat them twice this season, didn't we? But they're a difficult side to come up against, and Tottenham know as well and stuff like that. But they will have preferred Roberto Firmino to not be playing the game. I'm not sure if you ask Liverpool fans, well, that would quite be the case with Harry Kane. I think if you ask the manager, I think he'll tell you that he'd rather Harry Kane not play.
Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
If you ask our manager, I think he'll tell you that he'd prefer Kane not to play. If you ask Liverpool fans, I know I personally would prefer him to play.
Okay, that's interesting take.
I sit on that.
I think he's lethal, so I think I'd rather him not play. Now I think they are arguably a more exciting side when we play when he doesn't play, because they make better use of the wingers, you know, like Moore and Son. But for me, you want in a final, you want a man on the pitch who will just take any half chance that he gets, and I think that's Harry Kane. I think in a one-off game, I would prefer him not to be involved, but that's just my take on it, obviously. Any comments there at all, or do you want me to go on?
No, let's just move on here.
Cool. So, Liverpool investigating secondary ticket sales final as well. Now, this is on the back of the news that Tottenham banned 4 season ticket holders today, because they were selling, you know, like, obviously there's horrible sites out there like Stubborn, Viagogo, who just basically rinse fans not only for football but for concerts as well, by basically allowing people to sell tickets on there at whatever value they want. Peter Moore has now confirmed today with the following tweet that Liverpool are investigating this as well. It's really good news. He said, "For those of you that have asked, as per our advisory on the 9th of May, we have and will continue to investigate all tickets that are being offered for sale on the secondary market." So just to give you an idea, 5 supporters identified who've resold tickets for £4,500. This was the price that I was quoted via StubHub a few weeks back for a ticket before I got a ticket in the ballot. It's disgusting, Chris. They should be banned for life. This is really good news as well.
Absolutely. I mean, the issue really is that these sites still exist.
Absolutely.
That's the problem, isn't it? You know what I mean? And
it's giving them a platform.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I tell you what, legally, I have questions about whether that's legally you're entitled to do that or not.
What, as in you think you are? I mean, the ticket is your property, right?
So I mean, I don't know, Ben, but I know that you can say, it's not me going on here. If you give the details of the person who's buying it and you've put it up for sale prior to getting your ticket, but you know you're getting your ticket. Say, for example, you're guaranteed on because you've been to all the other ways. You could know that you're guaranteed a ticket. You could therefore put on StubHub.
Yeah.
You could give the club the right details. Can the club receive that?
Potentially not. I mean,
I don't know.
I mean,
regardless, I'm just getting in. I'm in a weird mood today. It's a fucking terrible thing that these people are doing. They're ripping off Liverpool fans first and foremost. That's what we should really be focusing on. they're just divvies, you know what I mean? And they're just trying to make a quick buck out of fans who really want to go to the game. And, you know, I'm glad that this type of repercussion will happen from the football club. I'm glad that Tottenham did it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, it's good that both clubs, I mean, there's been a lot of talk, hasn't there, from Spirit of Shankly and the Tottenham supporter group about, you know, either the clubs subsidising fans because the tickets are going to be expensive, or they've been asking UEFA sponsors as well to give back some tickets for fans. And, you know, even if it doesn't happen, the fact that the club are trying their best with the ticket allocation that we've been given to make sure that those 16,000 tickets. Moving on, more final stuff. BT Sport will show the Champions League final for free. Anybody not going to Madrid. This has happened for the last couple of years, but it's always good. Obviously, since the Champions League moved across the BT, the competition has been less accessible for the general public. It's going to be shown on their TV channel, their app, and their YouTube channel, which, look, at the Europa League final as well, it's good. This is the biggest sporting event of the year. I think it's only right that everybody gets to watch it.
I do as well, and again, I'm in a funny mood today, and sometimes I'm a pessimist at heart, and we're charging advertisers more knowing that more people are going to view it not illegally. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah. Don't pretend it's for anything else. True. They will be charging advertisers more to advertise on their platforms because it's going to go on YouTube, because it's going to go here, and no one's going to bother us illegally.
And they'll probably be scrutinised and criticised if they don't at the same time. They are doing it for good, but at the same time, you've got to take it. No, you've got to take it on face value. If you're a fan that doesn't pay for BT Sport, you know at least that you're going to be able to watch the Champions League final in the comfort of your own home if you choose to. I think that's, you've got to take it on face value, I think, in that case. Do you want to talk about any comments?
Let's go for the captain. Thank you for the blue super chat. You guys always be closest to this club. There was another one as well, but I think it's been retracted now. But I think thought that was Machin in the thumbnail. I mean, he's lost weight. Ben Arthur, but that is Ben Kelly. It is not Machin. Sound is fine. Stop. Shave the big Ben, says Ben Archer again.
I'm considering it. You let me know in the comments. I'm considering it over there because it gets hot and it gets itchy over in the summer months. So I might shave for the summer. Send more views on the beard in because it might go over the next week.
And Vasak Nair. Thanks, Redmen. This is the closest I got to Anfield. Thanks a lot, guys. Bobby's going to kick some balls in the finals. You'll never know. You can hear Paul's laugh if he's around. He's not. But sometimes I think when you listen to his match vlogs on your headphones and stuff, sometimes it just stays there forever, doesn't it? So let's get some comments at the end then, Ben.
So we got some transfer news. Not much regarding transfer news today. We did talk a little bit on the podcast, which will be coming out shortly, about Harry Wilson, Loris Karius. So if you want that sort of thing, go over there when it's around. But Liverpool have been linked with an older striker in Max Kruse. Now, I don't see the credibility in this one. It's come from German outlet Sport 1. They believe that Liverpool have taken an interest in 31-year-old Werder Bremen forward Max Kruse. To be fair to him, he scored 12 goals and got 14 assists in 36 games this season in all competitions, which I don't think is a bad return at all. I just don't think that he is a 31-year-old striker is consistent with Liverpool's business model at the moment for bringing in transfers.
It doesn't seem that way, does it? I mean, Higgins surprised me and us so many times, you know.
He might be looking for extra cover with, you know, maybe Sturridge on the way out. Obviously, his contract's expiring.
Experience. Yeah. Maybe there is. I don't think Higgins a plan B type of a man.
No.
But maybe he's decided, you know what, we could do better with this type of a forward sometimes. I think one of the things that I find really interesting is just how well we've done from corners this season. Firmino's good in the air, Salah maybe not quite as good as the other two. But I suppose with the crosses we are getting in, is it surprising that we might be looking for someone who can get the head on the ball?
No,
I mean, I don't think this is going to happen.
No, I don't think this is going to happen. And to be fair, we had a few headed goals from Sadio Mane this season. We've waxed lyrical about how good he is in the air, but I think he might be looking at, obviously, I think around a 10-15 million price mark has been sort of thrown about. He might be, as you say, looking for a bit of experience, and you know, this guy's obviously been around. But I'm actually surprised when I read the story. I was like, he's gonna be a fringe. But you know, 26 goal contributions in 36 games in all competitions. That's not a bad return at all. And Klopp might be looking at him and going, well, if we can get 10-15 games out of him this season and maybe get 8 goal contributions, then look at the Divock Origi role that's been played this season, where he's come on and made an impact in the games. Maybe he's just looking for another player like that. That said, I think 31 years old. I think he's just a few years too old to be fair.
I don't think we can put anything into this one, to be honest.
Simon Mignolet and Divock Origi the call for the Belgian squad. They've got 2 upcoming friendlies against Kazakhstan Andy Robertson, Scotland. Good news for Divock in particular. I think obviously he's flying high in confidence at the moment. I think the epitome of that was in the Barcelona game, where obviously he made an impact in that game. But nevertheless, good move, good stuff for both players.
Oh mate, Divock Origi's going to be absolutely made up to do this, isn't he? To get into that Belgian squad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we've got to be basically looking at it and thinking this is brilliant for it, you know what I mean? And he'll be so happy. Simon Mignolet, we know, will always get into that squad and stuff like that. But listen, if you are watching, and apologies, it's been a bit laggy, I've been told, and I can see it from the comments and stuff. So is it still going laggy now, Simon? Or anything like that?
I'm not too sure. Someone said, sorry guys, the audio's poor. I think the audio is lagging a little bit. So
The
sorry
audio's
about
lagging, okay.
Well, we'll wrap it up there then. I mean, I had a little bit more on the Premier League, but we can discuss that another day. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Those who've made it this far, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more news.